Hey guys, I've been tasked with experimenting with ways we can implement AI into our daily workflows. One of the things AI does very well is analyzing information quickly. Because of that, we've been testing a simple two-step workflow that uses ChatGPT to help us wrap our minds around a project quickly and cleanly at the start of a job. This video is meant to walk through that workflow and highlight one practical way it can be useful out of the endless possible applications. Before I show the workflow, I want to talk briefly about what ChatGPT actually is. ChatGPT has been trained on a massive amount of written information, which means it's very good at understanding language and recognizing patterns across a lot of different fields, including construction. What it does not have is real-world experience. It's never built anything, it's never run a job. We should think about this as if ChatGPT is an extremely intelligent intern who can read an entire set of documents instantly. It can organize information very quickly, but it still needs clear direction, and its work needs to be reviewed and validated. Used that way, as a fast analyst, not a decision maker, it can be a really useful tool. At the beginning of a project, we're usually handed an entire project's worth of information through the contract and through the specs. That's a lot of information to flip through, but what we actually need to get started are just the basic facts. This workflow is meant to pull just the critical facts out of those documents and provide us a baseline. The workflow itself is very simple. Step 1 is using a standardized prompt to tell ChatGPT exactly what to look for and what to ignore. Step 2 is giving the authoritative documents we have, the contract, the specs, the notice of receipt if we have it, and letting it extract those facts into a clean summary. Let me show you how to use this in practice. I'll start by navigating ChatGPT and opening the new chat. You'll notice I've already created a simple text file that contains the full prompt. I used ChatGPT itself to help create this prompt. ChatGPT is normally designed to work in a conversational way, but for this use case, we want very tight constraints, so this prompt was intentionally built to control exactly how ChatGPT behaves. You can also see I've pulled the contract, specs, and notice to proceed from several different jobs off of the F drive so that I can run multiple examples very quickly. Let's do the first one. I'll open the text file, copy the prompt, and paste it into the chat. Now I can drag the project documents into the chat to upload them. This takes a few seconds while the files upload. Once the documents are uploaded, ChatGPT generates the summary. This first section is core project facts. This is information we expect on almost every job. Things like contract type, dates, dollar amounts, payment terms, and permit responsibility. This section is organized so that we can copy it straight into the project summary sheet in Excel with no cleanup. Below that is the job-specific additional facts. This section only appears if the documents justify it. Things like liquidated damages, special bond requirements, BIM mandates, tax exemptions, or other project-specific conditions. If a project is simple, the section stays short. If a project is more complex, that complexity shows up early, which is exactly what we want. I've already run this exact prompt for several other jobs so that I can quickly show you the results it produced for each of them. Let's go to public safety. Notice the same format, pulling out a lot of the same information, contract duration, base amount, retainage, and then the additional facts that is pulling out, it recognized that it has liquidated damages of $2,500 per calendar day. And the third project I pulled up, education. Mind you, on all three of these projects, I had a full executed contract, I had the specs, and I also had a notice proceed. So all three documents were easy to pull in, organized all the information same. On education, it also recognized liquidated damages, tax exemption status. Let's look at Clarendon College now. It pulls in all of the alternates, One thing it's recognizing is the contract type. It pulled in the owner contingency allowance. Okay, so for the last project I wanted to show you is Amarillo Family Physicians. The reason I show you this one is I didn't have a notice to proceed. So when it asked for the three different documents, I was able to give it the executed contract, the project specs, but it gave me this kickback that it's looking for a notice to proceed and it didn't receive it. So this is the most intuitive software you can imagine. Treat it like an intern and respond as if it was an intern. So I simply said, you're right, I don't have notice to proceed. Here's the permit. It has some of the same information. Provide everything you can with the information I gave you. And you can see that it still provided a lot of the core information that we need off the documents that it had. If you want to test this prompt yourself, it's pasted in the comments below. Just copy it and paste it into a new chat. Then upload the documents you have from your project.